Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilaiti Ambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, Samoan PM in Fiji for state visit. 20-year-old man in court for Foreshore murder. And West farmers hit by dry spell.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Prime Minister Vorenke Bainimarama is hosting a welcome reception and dinner tonight for his Samoan counterpart Tuilaipa Sailele Malialangaoi this hour, who is in the country on a 3-day official state visit. The two leaders prior to the dinner held bilateral talks for over an hour with other members of Fiji's cabinet, discussing a range of development cooperation initiatives. Maggie Boyle reports.
The head of the independent state of Samoa arriving at the Prime Minister's office for bilateral talks as he heads into the final lap of his official visit. Meeting with Prime Minister Vorenke Bainimarama, the two leaders traded smiles and handshakes for the cameras before the meeting was closed off to the media. FBC News understands the hour-long discussions revolved around tackling climate change, pursuing a sustainable blue economy, and following through on SDG 14 on the protection of our seas and oceans. Close to an hour behind Fiji's cabinet chambers, the two leaders then emerged to exchange gifts, as is the tradition. The Samoan Prime Minister is scheduled to leave Fiji on Wednesday, bound for Australia. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Vorenke Bainimarama yesterday received his Samoan counterpart at the Grand Pacific Hotel in Suva. Bainimarama welcomed Prime Minister Malialangaoi before accompanying him to a traditional welcoming ceremony performed by the members of the RFMF. The Samoan Prime Minister commended Bainimarama and the Fijian government for the ceremonies of welcome accorded to him and his delegation. Malialangaoi says in more ways than one, we as a Pacific family share many commonalities and we all hold sacred our customs and traditions. He is in the country for 3 days and has invited Prime Minister Bainimarama to visit Samoa. A 20-year-old man alleged to have been involved in the murder of a man at the Suva Foreshore 2 months ago appeared in the Suva Magistrates Court this afternoon. Saula Temo has been charged with 1 count of murder. Pranita Prakash has more.
The police managed to gather information linking 20-year-old Saula Temo to the incident after weeks of investigation and arrested him on Friday. It is alleged that on May 17th, Temo hit 23-year-old Aquila Salavuki at the FDB Foreshore with a piece of timber that caused his death. The deceased was found lying in a pool of blood by 2 men. The magistrate instructed Temo to file his notice of alibi within 21 days. The case has been transferred to the Suva High Court. The matter has been adjourned to September 10th. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Farmers in the Western Division are worried about the current dry weather, which has affected their crops badly. The dry spell continues to take a toll on farmers as selling their produce is their only source of income. Felipe Naikaso has more.
This has been the current weather situation for farmers living in the Western Division since there's been no rain for almost 6 months.
We have a reservoir that is drying up quickly, and this will really affect us, as this water is used in the farm and also for drinking.
These farmers rely heavily on their produce to earn a living and feed their families. However, if the dry weather continues, they'll be forced to look for alternatives to make ends meet.
Before, we had some rainfall in May, June and August that we had some rain. But now, since April we have no rain. Since about 4 to 5 years, the weather is like that we hardly have the rain in the dry season. And it's very difficult to get water and do the farming this time.
Right now, all my vegetables have been destroyed due to the current dry weather. This has also made it hard for us to plant as the soil is really dry. It has also affected my supply to the markets.
Meanwhile, the Nandi Weather Office says the dry weather spell is expected to continue for a few more weeks. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
Still to come, personality conflict an issue in workplaces, and search for hard drugs in maritime islands to continue. Details after the break.
Bula, nevang gomal kay leloma, gongay nakas on tumakarong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa lambasa, ya on talita na warong ng Bula FM nambang dua na sere.
Guya do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere.
Warong tuma ng Bula FM, nambang dua na sere nawaluan.
Nevang go fane na tao no singa toka, kita on talita ka ng Bula FM nambang dua na sere.
Bula FM nambang dua na sere.
Personality conflicts are one of the major issues faced by human resource practitioners when it comes to dealing with employees at the workplace. There's top discussions at the Fiji Human Resources Institute workshop in Suva today, where facilitator resident magistrate Andrew C. stressed the impact they will have on an organization's performance. Kelly Vathala reports.
Personality clashes can lead to unhealthy rivalry, lack of cooperation, poor communication, and unpleasant work environment and disputes.
We need to better understand our people. We need to skill people in being able to work together. Sometimes you might not like someone, but you have to learn to work with them and to treat them with respect and dignity.
Magistrate C says when personal conflict arises, it can cause members of a team to become insecure about their place in the organization.
Often issues that might be initially small can tend to snowball into very large issues that are often avoidable and can lead to all sorts of problems at the workplace.
FHRI Operations Manager Suka Salu says there were also other issues raised by HR practitioners.
The role of HR practitioners in Fiji is now challenging, and we saw that conflicts at work was a major issue. Some face issues of absenteeism, sexual harassment, health and safety, attitude.
About 50 representatives from major and small employers were part of today's intensive workshop where they discussed solutions to conflict at work. A similar initiative was also conducted in the Western Division. Kelly Vathala, FBC News.
The search for more hard drugs in the Maritime Islands will continue next week. Divisional Police Commander East, Kasiano Vusonilawe, says this needs to be done as they believe some people are in possession of cocaine and other drugs. Anna Ravulo reports.
To date, 89 bars of cocaine have been discovered on separate occasions. However, there has been no breakthrough as to whom it belongs to.
At this moment, there is no lead at all, but we gave the investigation part of cocaine to the CID headquarters to conduct it. But for us in the Eastern Division, we continue with not only cocaine, but other drugs apart from that.
DPC East Kasiano Vusonilawe says they will leave Suva next Tuesday to begin their drug search in the Lomaiviti group as well as the uninhabited islands of the Lau group.
We won't delay that. We are just await the police boat which under repair right now, and the Commissioner of Police have promised us that he will give us a boat to avail ourselves to the other islands in the maritime within the area of operation in the Eastern Division.
The police had put in place a 2-week amnesty period to urge the public to return any hard drugs found. However, Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sitiveni Gilio says no drugs were returned. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Many officers of the Ministry of Local Government, Infrastructure and Transport were not aware of the changes made to the ministry during the 2018-2019 budget announcement in June. Minister responsible, Pavin Kumar, says this has forced the ministry to hold a symposium to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Sanyan Imboila reports.
The key announcement made was the merging of services provided by the Rural Local Authority with existing services provided by municipal councils. After receiving inquiries, Minister Parveen Kumar confirmed more clarification is needed to help his officers provide better service.
I don't blame you because this is something new that has come up, and the best thing for the way forward for all of us, and in particular in regards to the service delivery, we need to meet.
The head of budget for the Ministry of Economy, Iso Talimaimboa, said another major announcement was the grant increase given to the rural local authority to help boost its service.
A 300,000 grant allocated to the Ministry of Local Government. They will, the Ministry of Local Government, the staff, through the endorsement of the PS and the Honorable Minister, they will give this like the allocations of this new 300,000.
Meanwhile, the Office of the Solicitor General was also part of the symposium to clarify all the amendments to the ministry. The symposium ends tomorrow. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
More than 50 devotees of the TISI Sangam performed a firewalking ceremony at Howell Road, Suva yesterday to show purity after 10 days of fasting and prayers. It's the most important firewalking event at the temple, which includes devotees piercing their tongues, cheeks and bodies with skewers and colouring their face with turmeric powder. Pranita Prakash was at the event and filed this story.
The annual firewalking ceremony has attracted people of all ages from different backgrounds.
Indeed, this is the sort of multiplicity of different, cultures. We have different faiths, different beliefs. It is a sort of cauldron of different faiths, which is fantastic for Fiji, obviously. And
it has also attracted thousands of believers and followers for 92 years now.
The crowd has been increasing over the 10 days that we had the puja. It was 1,000 plus people. Looking at the crowd that we get now during the pujas, so we're thinking of extending the temple so that we could accommodate the public that attends the temple.
The firewalking ceremony symbolizes self-sacrifice and devotion, where devotees cross a bed of hot burning coals in their bare feet, showing no signs of pain. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
Turning to world news, 4 people have been killed and 10 others wounded following a shootout at an entertainment complex in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. Police have named the killer as 24-year-old David Katz, who shot himself dead at the scene of a video game tournament that was being streamed online from a restaurant. Rachel Nath reports.
The shooting took place during a regional qualifier for the Madden 19 online game tournament at a Chicago pizza restaurant, according to the venue's website. Emergency crews and law enforcement flooded into the Jacksonville landing, a waterfront dining, entertainment and shopping site in the city's downtown.
I was right over there by the park, and I seen him running with the gun.
You saw someone running with a gun?
Yeah. And I saw him shooting and stuff like that. And so that's when...
Was he shooting when he was running through the park?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
What? Okay.
And so that's when I left out, and so I went to the library and go see if I can find my friends and everything.
The incident was captured on a live streaming platform from the event, where several shots rang out, following which players can be seen reacting to the gunfire and cries can be heard before the footage cuts off. Police refused to confirm to local media reports that he began shooting after becoming angry following a loss at the gaming tournament. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
In sports later with Jamie, a look at how Fijian rugby players perform for their clubs in France's top 14. But up next, our business lady is back. Welcome, Rachel.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up in business tonight. Fijian business to go paperless by 2025. And in growing Fiji, Drambuta Village Road nears completion. Stay with us.
Voila, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Yeni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Mariva. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic.
in Business tonight, a majority of businesses in the country will be paperless and most will be completely digitalized by 2025. This was stated by the Fiji Chamber of Commerce and Industry during the pre-event launch of the Business 2025 Forum in Suva today. However, Chamber President Nirbana Ali says businesses need to practice the system now in order to achieve it in the future. Catherine Krishna reports.
There is a need for Fijian businesses to join the global trend of adapting to digital advancements, as most large economies are already doing well in this field.
We are definitely heading towards a new business climate, as you can see. And gone are those days of those old, big laptops and computers, and now everything's smaller and smaller. Smartphones carry everything.
Fiji's Chamber of Commerce and Industry Vice President Nozar Farid says some local businesses have taken the lead by introducing online transactions.
And some of official group companies already do what you call transactive banking. Basically, we don't write checks. If we are supposed to pay a supplier, we actually transfer money from our bank account to their bank account. It's already happening, but in a small way.
ANZ Bank Country Head Saud Minam says there's a need for more awareness about paperless transactions.
When you ask someone to pay me through card, they always think fraudulent activity. They always think there's something's going to be compromised. So, yes, the fear is always there.
Meanwhile, the Business 2025 Forum will be held in Suva on Saturday with more than 300 business representatives expected to attend. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
And we now join Sharon from HFC Bank with the latest from the money world.
Let's quickly review trading on the South Pacific Stock Exchange for last week. 9 listed stocks recorded market activity with some noting price movements. Amalgamated Telecom Holding shares increased by 6 cents to $3.07. FMF Food shares were up by 15 cents to end at a price of $1.70. And Vision Investment shares rose by a cent to close at $3.48. Meanwhile, Paradise Beverages shares dropped by 4 cents to end the week at $12.91. With these price changes, the overall market capitalization rose by 1.89% to end the week at $2.62 billion. And that's all the latest from our local stock market. Vinaka.
Thanks, Sharon. Taking a look at the foreign exchange rate set this morning for the Fijian dollars. In an active market, our dollar gained strongly against the US greenback, made moderate gains against the kina and the yan, but slid slightly versus the other currencies we cover. As for the commodities market, the price of oil dropped slightly at over $68 per barrel. Gold closed up more than $22 an ounce, closed at $1,271 an ounce, and silver closed up at $14.82 an ounce. And in Growing Fiji tonight, the 1.8-kilometer road under construction at Drambuta village in Navasa is nearing completion. For years, the villagers had longed for a proper road, and they're happy their dreams is coming to fruition. Fiji Roads Authority Acting Chief Executive Robert Sen says the new access road will make a big difference to the villagers to ensure that schools, health services and other facilities are easily within reach. The project started in early February and is anticipated to be completed by October. And that's business for tonight. Jamie joins you now with sports.
Thank you, Rachel, and good evening. In sports tonight, Seruvakula expects a tough match in NRC opener. And Fiji beats Samoa by 9 runs in T20 qualifiers. This and more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Babu Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jackson Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Fiji Airways Ndrua coach Senirusi Seruvakula expects a lot from his side in Australia's National Rugby Championship. In its second season of the tournament, Serubakula says the team will be better versed with the level of competition and the styles of play they'll face against the Australian teams. Vashnil Prasad reports.
The Fiji Drua has only 4 more days to prepare before they take on Melbourne Rising in its opening match on Saturday. Coach Senirusi Seruvakula expects improved performance from the team this season.
This is the better team from last year and well prepared. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, our first game against Melbourne Rising. We just need to have keep out the discipline and focus on the job on Saturday.
Halfback Frank Lomani says they need nothing less than a win to set their pace in the National Rugby Championship.
This game is always be the tough one, and I think the boys are preparing well in these 2 weeks, and I think we give our best so we can get the win.
The Drua faces the Rising at 3 p.m. in Nausori's Ratudakambau Park Saturday. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Fiji-born rugby winger Alvareti Raka was in his best form for Clermont against Agen in the French top 14. Raka scoring 2 tries in the game as Clermont ran riot over its opponents to win 67-23. Vashnil Prasad reports.
It was an action-packed weekend as the French top 14 season kicked off, with Fijian players making a flying start for their respective clubs. Alifreti Raka and Apisai Nangalevu contributed 3 tries in Clermont's 67-23 win over Agen. Sure. Waiseane Adelevu again made a powerful start for his club this season.
Pour Perpignan, ça fait beaucoup. Pour le promu catalan.
Looking at the other matches, it was a big day for brothers Joshua Tuisova and Filippo Nakosi, who were on the wings for Toulon against Racing 92. It was not a good start though, as they lost 25-9. Semirandran and Etonambuli came in the second half for Bodo Begal as they thumbed Charlie Vatambua and Watisoni Votus Pau 41-19. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Fiji won its second game at the ICC East Asia Pacific Sub-Regional World T20 qualifiers in Albert Park, beating Samoa by 9 runs today. Fiji managed 139 runs in 20 overs, while Samoa only registered 130. John Tombori reports.
Fiji was lucky to walk away with the win in a game where they made a lot of mistakes.
We grouped at the later stages and got some more singles and more. That's what we need. Because we just lost a few wickets, back-to-back wickets, so the message was just to get the wickets back, keep the wickets and just rotate the strikes around, and the boundaries will come later on.
Meanwhile, undefeated Papua New Guinea says consistency will be their focus for the remaining games.
I'm happy where we are at the moment, but still a few more games to go. A lot can happen. We just need to keep level-headed and keep doing the basics right for the next 3 games.
Fiji faces Vanuatu again tomorrow and plans to keep their winning streak for the rest of the competition.
For Vanuatu and PNG, they are the standards, so we are looking up to them. So they've got a standards by their own, and then we are trying to come up to them. And beating Vanuatu, that's moral to the boys, and I think we want to stick to our game plan, that's to win every game that comes our way.
Fiji's only loss in the competition so far was to PNG. They need to win their remaining 3 matches to progress to the next qualifying stage for the ICC Cricket World Cup. John Tabore, FBC Sports.
Pacific Sports Management held their American football tryouts today at Subha's NZ Stadium for Fijian athletes interested in having a crack at the sport. The athletes were put through a series of tests to rate their speed and agility. John Tombori with the story.
The attributes of our Fijian athletes make ideal offensive players in the National Football League.
Fijian body type may lend itself more to a cornerback or a wide receiver, not so much a defensive lineman or an O-lineman, but they're certainly athletic, they're tall, they're fast, so there's certainly a place for them in the NFL.
For many, the tryouts were a whole new experience to what they're accustomed to.
The tryouts was awesome. It was much expected that it would be kind of hard. We did a lot of new stuff that we don't usually do in training here at Fiji.
More tryouts are planned across Oceania to create a pathway for more Fijians and Pacific Islanders to the sport.
This is the first step in researching what athletes are here available, and this testing certainly will open up a pathway for that.
Over 40 athletes attended the tryouts today, and the Pacific Sports Management hope to hold another tryout in the West before they depart for Australia. John Tabore, FBC Sports.
Borussia Dortmund recovered from the shock of conceding a goal in the opening minute of the new Bundesliga season in Germany to beat RB Leipzig 4-1. The win places Dortmund at the top of the table after the first round of matches. Chelsea maintained their winning start to the Premier League season with a 2-1 victory over Newcastle United. Tied 1-1 in the 86th minute, a shot from Marcos Alonso that deflected off DeAndre Yedlin gave Chelsea the winner. In today's play of the day, Canterbury Bulldogs winger Remus Smith starred for the side, scoring a hat-trick of tries in their 38-0 win over the Dragons in the NRL last night. Smith completed his hat-trick in the 65th minute when he went 70 metres to score this try. That's it from Sports Tonight. Catch Angie later on with weather. And if you thought getting married in your 40s was late, how about waiting 70 years to seal the deal? Details coming up.
Narangolesenia, Obama Ketevenakas, the wrong of Nakabe on Radio Fiji 1, and Domovit.
Ayaw Benyana, the Dobarong on Radio Fiji 1, and Domivisi, Hinatoka.
Guelo Ilaisa in Atoka, Ron Robinana Heramakawa in Radio Fiji 1 Hingatoka.
Radio Fiji 1, non domo viti.
Tonight's new media, we check out a new phone on the market with serious curves and an intelligent camera. It's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Hope you had a fabulous weekend and it's back to school for many. For the weather situation, it was quick to change from all sunny spells to weekend rain, but sunshine is continuing into this week and is totally marbling the country. Moving on to the western side, it was another great spell of sunshine with few rain clouds. Eastwards from Pack Harbour to Suva, more of the great sunshine covered as well. The evening will see rain. And up north, very warm, clear blue skies were compact throughout the day. At sea, a strong wind warning remains in force for Fiji waters. For the tides, low tide at 12:20 a.m. with high tide at 6:53, sunrise at 6:17. For tomorrow, we might get early morning showers, but that will clear rather as we get to the break of the day. Tomorrow's temps, Suva and Sabu Sabu will be the coolest spots with 26 degrees. And looking further on to Wednesday, more great sunshine coming our way, accompanied by a few light showers. And it's back to you, Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fiji and Pulse tonight, we asked, should there be more counsellors and facilities set up for Fijians battling depression?
Yes, because mostly people who are depressed, they usually resort to YouTube videos, seek help on site, so maybe some websites. So if we have those counsellors here, whom we can interact face-to-face, I think it would be a better option to come out of our sadness and what is bothering us all this while.
My answer is yes, because in our society today there's a lot of cases of depression in Fiji, which usually have led to consequences such as suicide. And personally, I've been through depression, and if we have more of these counsellors available, the face-to-face interaction would be best, because having platforms such as more counsellors would assist in our feelings.
I think Fiji should have more counsellors and counselling facilities to tackle these issues.
Yes, I believe building the facilities is good, but everything should start from home. Parents should talk to their children so that everything stays in the house and that the problems are solved at home.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, two American couples waited 7 decades to say I do. Recapping the main stories for tonight, Samoan Prime Minister in Fiji for state visit, 20-year-old man in court for alleged Foreshore murder, and West farmers hit by dry spell. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM To our poll questions segment, last week we had asked, should there be more awareness about the pitfalls of working abroad? 81% said yes. This week we're asking, should there be more counsellors and facilities set up for Fijians battling depression? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day, the prolonged dry spell seen here taking its toll on trees and vegetation in the Western Division. This picture was sent in by Tongalei from the Yangara pastures between Tavua and Rakiraki. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. And the team and I have a safe and enjoyable week. Bye for now.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ से जैसे ट्रेनी नॉर्थ मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फिजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फिजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फिजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन।